Hey, travelers! Welcome back to Travel Chat, the show where you can feel a little bit closer to being there. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Or I'll make sure your towel animal on day 3 is just a damp washcloth. I'm just kidding, y'all. Today, I'm sharing our experience at Carnival Cruise Line's brand new private destination, Celebration Key. My husband and I sailed in on the Carnival Sunrise, and that was actually the first time Sunrise had ever ported there. We'll have a whole separate video detailing that, but today's focus is all about this shiny new private destination everyone's buzzing about. Let's get into it. So let's start with first impression, because y'all know I'm observant. As we pulled into port, I looked out and thought, this isn't as big as I thought it would be. From up on the ship, Celebration Key looked smaller than what Carnival and my fellow YouTubers had hyped. But to be fair, I was judging from deck 10 with sunglasses on. Maybe not the best vantage point. Disembarking, super easy. Nothing dramatic, and that's a blessing. The walk from the ship to the welcome port took us about 7 minutes, and shout out to Carnival for including shade canopies along the dock. But here's something to keep in mind. Those cute little palm trees you see, yeah, they're still babies. So unless you are about 3 feet tall or part lizard, they're not providing much shade yet. With that being said, bring sunscreen or you'll be medium well by noontime. So let's talk about the layout. Once you step into Paradise Plaza, it is selfie city. Live music, photo ops, and the giant sun portal structure that says you've arrived at the destination. Then there's the world's largest sand castle that's made of brick. It's 10 stories high with water slides and an observation deck. Very eye-catching for sure. Celebration Key is shaped like a big circle, which means you can't get lost. But you can get looped into walking in circles looking for shade. There are 5 portals, or you can say zones. Number 1, Paradise Plaza. This is your entry point and selfie central. Number 2, Calypso Lagoon. Adults only, well, kinda. It has an adult-only section of the pool with a swim-up bar, and it has the Sunshine Swings bar. So bring your grown-up energy. Number 3, Starfish Lagoon. The kid-friendly side, splash pad, slides, and a sports court. Now, whether you choose the Calypso side or the Starfish side, both sides consist of food trucks and activities such as pickleball and basketball. Number 4 is Pearl Cove. For an additional fee, you get exclusive adult beach club with open bar, premium food, and infinity pool. Now, if you decide to do this option, just know that I'm looking at you like, oh, you're fancy. Number 5, Retail Portal. Bahamian art, crafts, and a subtle reminder to spend money. So make sure you bring your credit card off the ship with you for any additional spending you plan to do. That said, it's not always obvious when you've moved from one portal to another. I kept wondering, wait, am I in Starfish or did I just stumble into Calypso? Now let's talk vibes. Since Carnival Sunrise was the only ship in port that day, it was gloriously uncrowded. Lounge chairs for days, hammocks with no wait times, and space to roam freely without stepping over flip-flops and pool noodles. Now, I will say that Carnival is already working on expanding, so eventually there will be 4 ships ported at one time, which, in my opinion, from what I've seen, will equal extreme crowding. We checked out the Sunrise Swing Bar, which was adorable, but listen, it was way too hot to drink alcohol. No, I needed a cold, wet towel instead. No shade to the bar, literally, but some areas could use more sun cover. But if you are a true warrior and drinking in the hot sun does not bother you, then note that if you purchase the drink package, it does not transfer over to Celebration Key. You will have to purchase any drinks from the bar with a debit or credit card. Trams were running and very helpful, especially in that heat. And our driver, he was basically a Celebration Key ambassador. Funny, friendly, and knew everything. We learned about all the activities without lifting a finger or a foot. Oh, and if you're worried about bees, the buzzing bees, because some of y'all been in the comments about it, I'm happy to report that during our visit, we only saw about 2 bees, and one of them wasn't even alive. The only buzzing we heard was the sound of my phone vibrating from all the notifications coming in after turning on my cell service. Speaking of service, did I mention that onboard Wi-Fi also works on Celebration Keys? The Lagoon? Loved it. Honestly, it felt more like Royal Caribbean than Carnival. Not a bad thing, just not the usual party in the pool vibe Carnival is known for. There was a DJ at the swim-up bar, but was he really DJing or just pressing shuffle on a Spotify playlist? I couldn't tell. Either way, the music wasn't giving full-blown turn-up, but maybe that was the vibe they were going for. When we got hungry, we used our 1 free meal card on burger and fries from a food truck. The burger was solid. Fries, delicious. Drink, not included. Not even a splash of lemonade. Just fries and vibes. You can get 25% off specialty dining that provided Bahamian specialties, beachside favorites, fresh seafood, and barbecue, but that turns your free meal into a slightly discounted one. So plan accordingly and bring your credit card too. They did have a few water stations to grab unlimited supply of ice and water. You want to make sure you stay hydrated while battling that heat and glaring sun. I recommend that you bring a water bottle with you. If you are not a fan of water, like my husband, then bring you some water-flavored packets or drops. Turn that water into lemonade. Too bad they don't have packets to turn water into wine. But that's another story. So about the beach. Beach lovers, this part's for you. The water was absolutely beautiful. Postcard perfect. But the sand? It came with a side of shells and rocks. It's giving exfoliation package to your feet for free. My advice, pack some beach shoes unless you want your feet to learn humility real quick. I also wondered, is this destination also open to the public? The answer is no. It's exclusive to cruise passengers. Even though it connects to Freeport, you can't just Uber over, you gotta cruise in. So just note that if you sign up for any excursions, depending on the excursion, more than likely you will be traveling outside Celebration Key towards Freeport, since it's on the same island. Now let me shout out one of the absolute highlights. At 1 p.m., they had a whole Junkanoo parade. I'm talking live band, dancing, and traditional Bahamian costumes. It brought so much culture and gave a true, authentic experience. It really elevated the day beyond just another beach trip. All right, time for the travel chat rundown. The pros: easy and fast disembarkation, chill, open layout, especially when not crowded, friendly and informative staff, clean, beautiful lagoon, cultural experience with Junkanoo, shade on the dock walk, bees under control, at least on our visit, easy to navigate, decent food options for your one free meal. The cons: shade situation is rough. The trees are still growing. One free meal comes with no drink, so you better make sure you bring your credit card. Sand is rocky, bring those water shoes. And the DJ wasn't exactly lit. So as you can see, the pros outweighed the cons. My final thoughts: Celebration Key is a strong new addition to Carnival's lineup. It's clearly still growing into itself, literally and figuratively, but it got a ton of potential. It's clean, organized, easy to navigate, and surprisingly relaxing. If you're sailing there soon, go in with an open mind. Stay cool and maybe bring your own playlist. But don't forget your headphones, because Carnival is not playing when it comes to Bluetooth speakers. All right, so if I was to grade Celebration Key on my satisfaction meter, I will give it a solid happy. I had a great time. I do feel like with more growth, it's gonna get to where it needs to be, and we'll be back to sea for sure. That's it for this travel chat. If you've already been to Celebration Key or plan to go, drop your thoughts, tips, or shade, pun intended, in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, keep traveling, keep chatting. Thank you for watching Travel Chat.